Wow, that did a good job. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between the iRobot Roomba Max 705 roller on the left and the Dream Aqua 10 Ultra on the right. Both of these robot vacuum cleaners can vacuum and mop your house at the same time, and both of them have a mop roller. Now the Aqua 10 has a cover that it puts over it whenever it's vacuuming carpet. The Max 705, its cover is deployed right now. Whenever it's mopping, it stores that cover. And here's what its mop roller looks like. You can see it's round, just like a little bit bigger than the Aqua 10. Now both of these robots have base stations with clean water tanks and dirty water tanks. They can wash the mop rollers with water. They also fill the internal tanks up with the robot. And then after they're done washing the roller, they suck the water up into the dirty water tank. Again, they both have carpet sensors. They do a good job of raising their mop pads. They both have dual brush roller designs. Now, the Dreamy Aqua 10 is a little bit better because its one end is open. So the long hairs will not wrap around the brush roller. They'll be directed to the end and sucked in. The iRobot, both ends, you will get some long hair wrap, but it is designed to be down here at this end, like I'm going to show you right here. So there's where the long hair is designed to go. Makes it easier to remove. When they're vacuuming, this has two side brushes that just spin. The Dreamy Aqua 10 can raise and lower the side brush, but it can also extend it into the corner. That does a really good job of cleaning the corners. Now the Dreamy Aqua 10 can also deploy these robotic feet. These are called leap feet. There's one on each one, and it can go over a 3-inch threshold. These feet work very well. In the app, you're going to tell it where the threshold is. It will deploy them, go into that room, clean it, come back, redeploy them, and it works. The Roomba cannot do tall thresholds. Now, both of these robots have LiDAR navigation. They do it a little bit different. The Dreamy has a LiDAR sensor that it can raise up and down. When it wants to go under furniture, it'll lower it, clean under furniture, then when it's out, it raises it. Here, the Roomba is down here in this little area. There's where it is, and it's spinning. The LiDAR's coming out the sides here. It does a good job of mapping your house. They both have really good obstacle avoidance sensors on the front. They both do a really good job of avoiding lots of obstacles. Now, none of them are 100%, but they both do a good job. They both have a dustbin. When they vacuum your house, everything's going to go in the dustbin. When they come back, they're going to auto empty out the bottom. Here's the Dreamy dustbin. Now, I did buy both of these with my own money, and full disclosure, this is my second Dreamy Aqua 10. This is my third Roomba Max 705. So the first two had a fault. The dock needed to update. I got a couple videos on it. It's kind of a long story. Roomba does have a fix. They install these plugs, these gaskets right here. I have a video on that. So once that dock is updated and those washers there, it does work really good now. It doesn't leak water. My Dreamy Aqua 10, underneath the bottom of the base, it leaked water. I didn't know it till I moved it one day. My second unit's been doing really good. Now, again, I bought both these with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. Let's talk about price. The Dreamy Aqua 10, $1,600 retails or on sale for $1,200. The Roomba Max 705 retails for $1,300. That's what I paid for it. I did see it as low as $800 at Sam's. I was able to get mine $900 or $1,000 at Walmart. That's where I ended up getting this. It's the same one. So with this being said, keep your box, open these up as soon as you get them. The easiest way to return these is in that first 30 days. Now, I could list all the features, but the Dreamy is a much more advanced robot. Now, the Max 705, I'm going to show you them cleaning the corner testing area over here. The Max 705 does an okay job. They both do a really good job of mopping the floor in the middle. The Max 705 struggled in the corners, but it's louder, it's heavier. The Dreamy Aqua 10 has more settings. It has a dirt detection sensor, so if it cleans a room, comes back empty, or cleans the mop roller, sucks the water up into the dirty water tank, it passes through a dirt detection sensor. If the water's dirtier than normal, it tells the robot, go back and remop that area. That's just a really nice feature that I love. You get a lot more fine-tuned settings. You can really fine-tune how much water that the mop roller puts out. With the Roomba, you're just very limited on settings, but sometimes that can be sometimes too many settings can be tricky. So the Roomba is kind of taking the approach of not many settings at all. Up here, clean water tank, dirty water tank. It uses the least amount of water of all the robots I've been testing. I've been doing a bunch of comparisons. This thing hardly uses any water when it's cleaning its mop roller. The Aqua 10's next. I mean, it does both of them do a good job. Just an area like the solution tank. We have a 2-chamber solution tank. You can put pet solution in here and floor cleaning solution here. And you could also put floor mopping solution here. It's this little chamber right here. In the app, you can control what solution it uses and how much it uses. I am glad to see Roomba's making a step in the right direction. The Dream just does a better job of cleaning up against the wall, the corner cleaning. Okay, so let me show you both of them cleaning and you can make up your mind for yourself, but I do love the Dreamy Aqua 10 Ultra. They just released a new one without the Ultra. It has a fixed LiDAR. I just bought it, so I will be doing a review on it also. And don't forget, I just got the Matrix 10 and the Mobius 60. These are pretty cool robots. They have spinning mop pads, but they can change their mop pads. Lots of videos on these. You can find this one on my website, justadadapproved.com. Okay, the Dreamy Aqua 10 is going to wash its mop roller with hot water. Then it's going to fill the robot up with water inside. Then it's going to go clean up the big mess. Here's what it sounds like when it's washing the mop roller. Here's the dirty water pump, sucking the water up into the dirty water tank. Okay, it's going to raise its LiDAR, undock, and travel to the room to clean it. Okay, we're going to see how the Dreamy Aqua 10 cleans up these muddy paw prints, a big mess in the corner, and avoids this cable. It does have a mop roller that it can extend up against the wall. Got a bunch of long hairs on here also. Wow, it's doing a great job. That did an excellent job of cleaning up against the wall and got everything in the corner. It does have some long hairs wrapped around the side brush. It's going to do the perimeter of the room first, then it's going to go back and forth in the nice straight lines because it has LiDAR navigation. Now, okay, it looks like it finally recognized that cable. It's backing up. That can be extremely hard to recognize and avoid. It does have a camera on the front. It can take a picture of the obstacle, but you can turn that off in the app if you don't want the camera to come on. Wow, it did a good job of avoiding that. Now I've got it doing vacuuming and mopping at the same time. You could have it just mop or just vacuum only. it's getting the floor squeaky clean. Wow, that did a good job. It's going to do 2 passes. First pass will be left, right, then it's going to go up, down. It did get a water drip right there. That looks like the only water drip I got. I'll keep an eye out for that. It can lift its mop roller. Now it's going to do the second pass. I like that on the second pass, it's going to do the perimeter of the room first also again. There's a little bit left in this corner, but it should be able to get it on the second pass. Wow, that corner is clean. Now it can lower its LiDAR and go under that furniture. If in the app, if you put a low-lying area, it'll clean this area first, then it'll lower the LiDAR, go underneath that. It'll do under 4 inches tall. That's what that furniture is. And it gets close to the wall. And this corner was already clean. All right, so I went and got my white glove. We're going to give it the white glove test. Another water drop right there. So it does leave some drops once in a while. There was another drop right there. They're not dirty drops, but it does leave drops of water. All right. Wow. That floor is, and I do have the water turned up really high. So I could turn the water down in the app a little bit more. Crevices are good. This floor is clean. Wow. Excellent job. There's the corner test. Again, I do have it turned up pretty high. I could turn this down to like 19. We'll turn it down around 15. There's that obstacle cord-like item, and it did take a picture of it. There it is. And it's going to finish this job. Once it's all done, it's going to go back and wash that mop roller with hot water and then dry it with hot air. This does have an onboard dirty water tank. That's where that water is going right now. It's the mop roller's being continuously wet, and then the dirt is being scraped off and sucked up into the dirty water tank. And at the end of the job, it'll empty out that dirty water tank. I'm not sure if it flushes it out with water or not. This is an excellent robot vacuum cleaner. I think it did an excellent job. I don't see the leaks. I don't see the drops of water now that I turned that water up. The floor is noticeably drier too. It's not quite this squeaky. All right, it's all done. It's going to go back to the docking station.
Returning to the dock to charge.
It's very quiet when it travels. And when it's doing a mopping only event, it's pretty quiet too. There's the base station. There's where it's going to wash the robot. It's going to fill the internal tank up inside the robot with water and then dry it with hot air. It's also going to auto empty the dust bin out that port there on the bottom. Right there.
Starts charging. Start auto empty.
You have a few long hairs wrapped around the side brush. Now it's going to wash the mop and dry it with hot air.
Start cleaning mop pads.
Okay, let's go empty out the dirty water tank. There's how much water it used. All right, so it did a good job cleaning that floor. Wow. Okay, let's tell the Roomba Max 705 roller to go clean up that big mess in that room. We got a clean water tank, dirty water tank. It's washing the Mop-Roller right now. Then it's going to suck the water up into the dirty water tank. At the end of the job, it'll do this also. It does have LiDAR navigation. It's kind of hidden underneath here. It comes out the sides. It's not on top. Okay, so it is able to avoid that cable. First thing it's going to do, the perimeter of the room first. So it's traveling to the edge here where it's going to start cleaning. It did mop that a little bit. Not too bad in the corner. It doesn't have a side brush it can extend into the corner, but it can extend the mop pad. That chair is 4 inches tall, so it is able to go under 4 inches. I do have it in Smart Mop, where it's going to go back and forth. No, I don't have it in Smart Mop. Oh, maybe I do. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Thought I did. So it's going to go back and forth in like a Y configuration. Well, it did a good job with the mud. Left some in the corner over there. Now, if you don't have it in Smart Scrub, it'll just go back and forth in the nice straight lines. I think it does this in Deep Clean also. And in the app, that's what I told it to do, a Deep Clean. And I am going to do the white glove test on it. It does have a really good obstacle avoidance sensor on the front. Okay, so the first pass, it's going to do 2 passes since I've got it on Deep Clean. The first pass was left-right. Now this is going to be in a crisscross pattern. It did not do the perimeter of the room again. I think it does it at the end. Yeah, the floor's squeaky clean. Wow, it is clean. It did leave some up against the wall in the corner, but wow, the center of the floor is extremely clean. It's going to go back and wash its mop pad. Here's what it looks like. Yep, just very little dirt on it. Okay, it's going to auto empty the dustbin. Now it's going to wash the mop pad, or the Mop-Roller, I'm sorry. Okay, it's going to go finish the job. Okay, so the cleaning's all done. It did not do the perimeter of the room a second time. So we are left with a mess in the up against the wall, but the center of the room, and it did avoid obstacles rather well. Okay, so it's drying the mop roller now. With hot air, it's all done. Let's empty the dirty water tank. Not much in there. So as you can see from that testing, they both did a good job of cleaning the internal floor. It was, the sides, they kind of struggled, but boy, this thing does a good job of mopping. I do have full videos on these if you want to see how they vacuum. I think they both vacuum about the same. But again, how to set them up. I've even got a video on the fix. And then I also have a video on how to set this one up also. So don't be intimidated by these. When you buy one, watch my video how to set it up. Then I'm going to show you how to do all the maintenance. That'll be a separate video. Again, Dreamy Aqua 10 Ultra, I absolutely love. There is a place for the Roomba Max 705 roller, but I do like having this just side brush and more settings. I review hundreds of robots and vacuum cleaners, so you don't have to. I purchase these with my own money. That way I can give you my honest opinion. And there are some robots that I highly recommend, like the Mova P10 Pro. It's my 2025 absolute favorite robot. And on my website, you can find it as my #1. But also when it goes on sale, sign up for my email. I send an email out when that robot or other robots that I highly recommend. I just sent an email out today. This was on sale for $300, and you can see it's one of my favorites. Here's what my website looks like. Here's where you can sign up for the email list. If you scroll down here, here's the current robots that are on sale. All you gotta do is click on the button there. It's gonna take you to Amazon. And here are my #1 through #12 picks, and I'm adding others as the price goes down. And I will be adding the Dreamy Matrix 10, the Mova, Mobius 60. I also review other products. So up here, I do carpet cleaners. These are my best portable spot cleaners and upright cleaners. These are ones that I have tested and absolutely love. And you can find the video for these also. I even have some fun categories, gifts dads will love, gifts under 50. These are just items that I have myself that I use all the time. And for a while, I reviewed several coffee makers. So this is just a small list of the coffee makers that I reviewed, but these are some of the best ones. And when I was reviewing coffee makers, I branded my own coffee. Click on Buy My Coffee. It'll take you to my coffee website where you can purchase Just a Dad Simple Sip coffee in the K-Cup form, whole bean, or already ground. There's also a frequently asked questions. There's also a contact me. If you fill that out, if you got a question, I'll try to get to your email as soon as I can. And when the big Amazon deals come up, again, I take pictures. I show you exactly the robots that I approve of, and then I give you a link that's where you can purchase it. Again, if you click on this link, it's going to take you right to Amazon. If you end up purchasing the product doesn't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. I want justadadapproved.com to be your go-to place to find the products that I highly recommend and love, and I know you'll love also. And I'm going to start getting into more written reviews. I know I do a lot of video reviews, but I'm going to start transcribing those into written reviews that are kind of easy to read and followed by a link. Also on Just a Dad Approved, when we have the big sales, we got Black Friday coming up. I'm going to list all the sales and I'll have really quick access for you. So if you're just looking for the best robot to buy, go to justadadapproved.com. There'll be a little spot you can click on and purchase the product. So thanks everybody. I absolutely love what I do and I couldn't do it without your support. I also have channel memberships. So we're having a lot of fun. I'm starting to do more live streams, and in those live streams, you can have a custom emoji. We're having fun with it, kind of spinning mop pads, roller mop pads. So check out my channel membership. It's also another way of helping support my channel. But during these question and answer periods, I'm going to try to schedule them on a regular basis, and you can just ask me any question you would like. Here's my YouTube channel. If you click on memberships, here's what the custom emojis look like. I only have 4 of them so far, but as we get more members, we can create more emojis, and I'll create an emoji to whatever everybody else decides. So thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like, subscribe, and check out my website, justadadapproved.com.